my lovelies, how's it going? My name is Boomy and you're watching my channel, Boomy Reactions. Now today we've got a treat for the foodies. At least I think this is a treat for the foodies. It's an interesting video for the foodies anyway. If I say foodie one more time. So this video is called I Ate School Lunches in Every Country. Okay, so this is also from a channel that I haven't seen before. So this is from Nick DiGiovanni. That's a very nice name. So, right, new channel, new face, new video. Right, I hope they've got to do Britain, haven't they? They've got to do a lunch from a UK school kitchen. Now, as a child from the 90s, I can safely say that most British kids, I think I went to a normal primary school anyway, elementary school for our American audiences. I think they're more or less the same thing. So we had an interesting school lunch, or different school lunches. They were very unhealthy. There has been a lot of changes over the years. So if it's from a British school canteen now, it will be significantly different. But every day was chip day, and I mean potato chips, fries. Yeah, they were on the menu every single day, and we loved them. Turkey Twizzlers. I don't know if you have an equivalent of them in the US. In the UK, we used to love Turkey Twizzlers. Not too sure what meat went into a Turkey Twizzler. They looked a little bit like pig willies. They were probably made from pig willies. They were like mechanically recovered meat, and then they were shaped into a tight kind of spiral shape. Oh, but they were delicious. I'm not slagging them off because they were actually really, really tasty. The one, if you get them now, they are not the same. They're nowhere near as tasty. They actually taste quite gross. Let's think. Turkey dinosaurs. Dinosaur shaped. It's questionable whether it's even turkey. And turkey drumsticks. Pizza day. We all look forward to pizza day. There was always one day a week. So I wonder if they're going to be the same. What do I want to see from the American school lunches? It's going to have to be sloppy joes. I watched an awful lot of US-based TV and films growing up, as many people my age did. And we always thought sloppy joes was like the most American thing. We always used to see it on sitcoms, and they'd always have sloppy joes or a Taco Tuesday. But yeah, sloppy joes, I want to see that. Yeah, I think that would be good. I wonder if they're going to have a bento box for Japan's school dinners. I'm assuming these are the school canteens, not the packed lunches that you can bring from home. So I'd like to see, do they have bento boxes in Japan? Interesting story. Bento is the name of my Shar-Pei dog. Oh gosh, why is he even called Bento? When he was a puppy, he was so wrinkly. He basically looked exactly like this charming. He was a little gentleman. He was covered in rolls. And so my kids referred to him as a sushi roll because he was so rolly. And then, sushi roll became Bento, but Bento became his name. I always have this idea that we're going to go out walking Bento one of these days, and we're going to come across someone who is Japanese or fluent in Japanese. Or they're going to hear us in the distance shouting, lunchbox, lunchbox. And they're just going to think, these bizarre people are calling to a lunchbox. What is going on? We didn't think about these things when we were naming poor Bento. Anyway, we've done an awful lot of talking. You know what I'm like? Oh my gosh, 4 minutes of just chatter. There should be a warning on my channel. Watch only if you like mindless blabbering. Let's crack on with the video. Let's see what school lunches are going to pop up from each country. Okie dokie. And guys, if you're enjoying these reactions and don't mind the chitter chatter, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much, my lovelies. If you're interested, I have a Buy Me Coffee account. That link is over here. And if you would like to help support my channel any further, I have a Patreon account for more mindless blabbing. If you want to check that out at all, that link is in the description just below there. Okay.
In this video, I'm trying the most popular school lunches in the world. And while some were delicious,
that was one of the best bites I've ever had in my life.
Others were not so good. I can't tell what looks worse, us or the food. And we're starting in North America with the United States, where the typical school lunch is dino nuggets, mashed potatoes, fresh fruit and vegetables, and chocolate milk.
Dino nuggets. You call them dino nuggets. Ours is just turkey dinosaurs. I think ours are normally a bit bigger though. They're kind of like this kind of size per turkey dinosaur. Yours looks smaller. Oh, no sloppy Joe though.
I remember eating this exact school lunch as a kid.
With
Something
mashed
very
potato
classic with
or
American
smash.
school lunches is that they like to turn things into fun shapes, like making chicken nuggets into the shape of dinosaurs.
It just makes them taste better.
Go ahead and do the
Yes, it
honors.
does.
Obviously, starting with T-Rex.
I'm gonna go with the Stegosaurus. Little dip in the mashed
Triceratops,
potatoes.
That's a
obviously.
wild move. That brings me back.
So good, so unhealthy. In fact, school lunch in the US is so unhealthy that a slice of pizza counts as your serving of vegetables because of the tomato sauce.
That's really bad.
This is an important thing now, Max.
I mean, I don't even think they factored that in to British school lunches in the 90s. So, have your school lunches, for our viewers from the US, have they changed over the years? Like I said, ours very much have in Britain. They're not the same. Oh, sausage rolls were another one. All British children love sausage rolls.
The chocolate milk. The key is really that you gotta peel all the way back first, and then boom,
yeah.
just like that. I'll feed you.
We didn't get chocolate
That is
milk.
actually incredible.
There's just nothing like getting off the playground, being all sweaty and eating dino nuggets with chocolate milk. One more thing with American school lunches is that oftentimes parents will write you a little note in your lunchbox. So I got both of our moms to write us a note.
No, are you serious?
Yeah.
Is it actually my mom?
It is really your mom.
No way.
My note says, have a great day. I hope you get to play with Max during recess. Love, Mom.
Hi, sweetie. Enjoy your blueberries. Wait, what?
Shouldn't even give you any
Let's read more Harry Potter tonight. Love, Mom. Smiley face.
Oh my gosh, that is the most adorable thing. Oh, that's so cute. Our mums didn't write notes in our lunches. And I don't think that was a thing. I mean, maybe some did. It's very cute.
How did you get a hold of my mom?
For every school lunch in this video, we're also gonna give it a ranking on a tier list. So for the United States, delicious food, but a bit too unhealthy. I think it's fair to put it in C tier. And now let's move to Canada, where we'll have pizza, carrot sticks, an ice cream cup, and apple juice. The cool
Ice cream cup, okay, that was one of our, so part of our lunches in the UK, you did have a little sweet element to it as well. So one of my absolute favorites, school cake. School cake is banging. Just hits the spot. Sometimes you would have like a chocolate Rice Krispie cake. That was another one of my favorites. And like a brownie. I think it was called Chocolate Crunch. But it was similar to a brownie, quite cake. No, not cakey actually. Yeah, like a brownie. A shortbread biscuit. They were pretty standard for our little sweet that came with our school lunches. Sometimes you'd have a little ice cream pot. They were a treat. Everyone would go bananas if they had the little ice cream pots. We didn't have them all the time. Having milk, I think it was an option, as well as like apple juice or orange juice, but most of us just preferred one of those little juice cartons that we just affectionately called Tip Tops or Clipsos. And you just pop, you know, the ones you pop the straw through. Probably full of sugar. Like, I don't think I actually want to know the nutritional value of these school lunches from the 90s in the UK.
thing is, Fridays in Canadian schools are pizza day. All the kids wait all week for pizza day.
To be fair, I would too.
Look at the mini pepperonis. Look how cute they are.
Decent bottom crust though. I'm
Get the little
feeling
squares of
good about
tomato
this.
as well on them.
Not bad.
Look at the thickness of the bread.
The crust is sweet.
It's so incredibly bad that it's good.
Carrot sticks.
Nice.
I feel like you need something to dip them in, but I've never been one to turn down a good carrot stick. Of everything on this platter though, the thing I love most is the ice cream cup.
That is a blast from the past.
Yeah. So two flavors
It
as
is
well.
so distinctive, that fluffiness.
It makes me want to melt, Max. But what's so
Ours was always raspberry ripple. It was like the only flavour. But we loved them. Vegetables were offered for a UK school dinner. They were very, very rarely selected, to a point where I think they were just like frozen vegetables that had just been reheated, and they were always nasty, you know? I imagine the peas weren't too bad, but then the gross looking carrot battage, you know the ones I'm talking about, don't you? You can visualize it. And they were just nasty. No one ever picked them, and we weren't made to pick a vegetable, so obviously no one did. And if they had chips, extra chips left over at the end of their dinner service, they would just offer them out to everybody. Or a dinner lady would go round topping up your little tray. Those were the days, eh?
amazing is the wooden stick that comes with it.
Yeah.
If you actually take the wooden stick and you kind of suck the air out of it, you taste that
tastes
wooden
good.
flavor.
Wow, ooh, I'm getting it.
Last thing, juice box. These straws were always annoying.
Extremely.
They're just not strong enough. Look at this, it's already smushed. I can't get it in. There it is.
Actually,
see,
that's
the
pretty good.
plastic
I don't
is
know
big,
if
but
any of
never
you
paper.
used to do this as a kid, but once you finish a juice box, you blow it up again, and then you put it down and stomp on it.
Yep.
Whoa! I think it's fair to say Canada school lunch gets a C tier. C for
Okay.
Canada.
And that brings us to Mexico, where we'll have a ham and cheese torta, tahini cucumbers, carrot sticks, mayonnaise packets, and agua fresca.
So that's already sounding much better than the school lunches in the UK. Would I have selected it as a child though? Because I wasn't used to eating lunches like that. I don't know.
The thing about school lunch in Mexico is that lots of students go home to eat with their families, but when they do eat at school, it looks something like this.
It looks very healthy.
I want to start with the tahini cucumbers.
Yeah.
They look so crunchy and well seasoned.
Delicious.
What am I experiencing right now?
They love tahini and chamoy so much in Mexico that kids will actually have keychains on their backpacks like this. If you want a little more tahini on your cucumber, just pop it open.
Don't mind if I do. That's okay, that's gonna be excessive here. Ooh, que rico.
A torta is just a Mexican sandwich, essentially. You can put a variety of different things inside it, but as you can see with this one, we've got all sorts of fresh fruits, vegetables, quick, simple, on-the-go lunch.
Nice.
We were missing out growing up. That right there is a school lunch.
Super flavorful, super fresh.
10 times better than anything else we've had today. It's even common to add on a little bit of mayo.
And the best part is washing it down with some agua fresca, which is fruit-infused water. Let's see. It's basically just like a cold tea. In the heat that you probably have on a playground in Mexico, this must be extremely refreshing.
This would hit the spot.
We're gonna put Mexican school lunch in B tier and move on now
nice.
to Jamaica, where a typical school lunch is fried chicken, peas and rice, mac and cheese, plantains, a side of fruit, and fruit punch.
Oh my gosh, that sounds delicious.
We are really leveling up here.
Yeah.
This looks unbelievable. Even this, look at this thing. I say we divide and conquer.
I feel like I gotta do mac and cheese on the chicken.
Oh my gosh, yeah, good shout. So the drink in the pouch, is that to keep it cold? Can you have it kind of half frozen so it's a bit like a slushy?
School lunch or not, that was one of the best bites I've ever had in my life. Put some mac and cheese on there.
Oh my
Pairs
gosh.
so well together.
Oftentimes, kids will take their mound of rice and they'll take some of this Jamaican gravy and they'll make a little volcano. While you eat that, I'm gonna set up the drink.
Very well-fed children.
I love the way they serve the drink in a little pouch like that.
And everybody knows that blue tastes better.
If I had this lunch every single day, I would be a very happy student.
You're making me
gosh,
crazy
yeah.
with this school lunch. It's good.
To make me crazy.
And now that we've finished in North America, we'll move on to South America, where we'll start with Brazil to have rice and beans, ground beef, a side salad, jello, and cashew juice.
This looks amazing.
Hold on. In Brazil, everybody needs to scan their ID card before they eat. I made this both a Brazilian student ID, just in case we ever go back to school in Brazil.
This is hilarious. Why do I look way more handsome than you?
Before either of us eats, I'm gonna scan these. Max, yours isn't scanning.
The principal called my mom. Everything's fine.
Sorry, Max. You can't eat lunch today. Mine's scanned. I'm good.
What?
All right, where do I begin? Maybe a little bit of the beans and rice. Looks like there's some bacon in there. Ooh. Wow. This rice has been cooked to perfection in bacon and bacon fat. And when you pair that with the ground beef, it is unbelievably good. Everything tastes so incredibly fresh. And
What's the ground beef? At first sight, it doesn't look overly flavorful, but is it? Ooh, the rice sounds amazing.
part of the reason is because it's the law in Brazil that lunch must be cooked fresh every day, and 1/3 of it needs to come from nearby farms. That makes the food even better. I'm so happy
That's
I
a
paid my
great
lunch bill for this
incentive.
one because this is good. I've never had cashew juice before.
Let me guess, it tastes amazing.
It's fruity, but at the same time, it's naturally really creamy. It's really good. Last stop here, Jello
Interesting.
soccer ball. Look at that thing. I feel bad. I feel bad. I'd ask Max what rank he thinks we should give this, but he's not gonna be any help. So we're gonna put Brazilian school lunch in A tier. That rice was too good. And now let's move to Argentina, where we've got chicken milanesa with salad, white rice, bread,
Milanesa.
fresh lemon, mayonnaise, and pineapple juice.
Oh, that's like restaurant standard there. Wow.
Milanesa is this fried and breaded chicken here, and Argentinian people love it so much that they have a national holiday called National Milanesa Day.
It looks like something you'd order at a restaurant.
Every milanesa
Right.
comes with fresh lemon, and it is never eaten without a huge squeeze of lemon over the top. Hear that crunch?
Crunch.
A lot of students also love adding mayonnaise to their milanesa, so we're gonna try the same.
It's a lot of
Gotta
mayo
have
there,
sauce,
Nick.
isn't it?
creaminess from the mayo and the acidity from that lemon, so good.
Another thing I love here is they put some butter on the rice. There's really nothing like simple buttered white rice. This for me is closest to what I would want to have at school lunch every single day. You've got carbs, you've got protein, you've got healthy, fresh greens, and even this really delicious looking juice box. One of the best juice box sips I've ever had.
What?
I might start buying these just to have.
Argentina school lunch, we're going with A tier.
And now
Another
on to
egg.
Colombia, where we've got arroz con pollo, vegetable soup, plantains, hot sauce, and passion fruit juice.
I'm getting very, very jealous. These sound so good. And they sound so fresh and healthy.
You think?
I mean, it looks stunning.
Lunch is the biggest and most important meal of the day in Colombia, so this is a big deal right here. Apparently, we're supposed to eat the soup first. Not my favorite, but it's good.
There's something in there that's very unique.
The corn is really sweet and tender.
That's actually a game changer.
Let's add a little ají to our rice here, spice things up a little. I love the ají on there.
Ooh, a little kick at the end though.
The plantains here are said to be so sweet that the kids actually call them banana candy. So it's almost like a dessert.
Nice crisp on the outside, but kind of dense and chewy.
Of all we see here for a Colombian school lunch, my eyes are drawn to the bagged passion fruit
do you
juice.
do with
How do we
that?
approach that?
I honestly think we just toss 2 straws in there and just go for it.
This feels dangerous. Wow, it's almost creamy.
That tastes like somebody juiced it 5 minutes ago. We're gonna give Colombian school lunch a solid B tier.
I'd call it a B plus.
And with
B? Oh, they didn't like the soup too much. Okay, fair. But I think the corn made up for the soup.
that, we finished in South America and are moving on to Europe, where we'll start in France to eat a multi-course school lunch that includes a salad, some roast chicken and vegetables, a bread and cheese plate, some fruit for dessert, and water. France.
So I know school lunches in France are very healthy. I think they've got quite a good some good policies around like school lunches having to be, very, very healthy. I am surprised that we're not seeing a teeny weeny glass of red wine with it.
Takes their school lunch very seriously. In fact, students get between 1 and 1.5 hours just for lunch.
Oh!
First course
I
is a
like
shredded
that.
carrot
I'm
salad.
slow
This is so fancy.
Almost too fancy.
Really fresh.
10 times healthier than any school lunch I've ever had in America.
And the rules, by the way, for school lunch in France are very strict. No soda, no candy, no vending machines on campus at all. All the food is cooked from scratch by chefs, and no more than 4 times a month can you have any fried food.
That is impressive.
The second course is roast chicken with vegetables.
Second
It's simple,
course.
but it looks like French food.
Let's check the crispy skin.
But it's tasty.
The chicken is incredibly well cooked.
Crispy skin, juicy meat.
Craziest part is you get one of these fancy napkins that you'd get in a nice French restaurant. We didn't even talk about the fact that this is served on an actual plate.
I noticed that we've stayed clear of the broccoli. Open up.
Oh, no. I thought you were gonna have
You
it.
said yummy.
No.
Well,
Grow up.
Course number 3, bread and
You've
cheese
got to have
plate.
your veggies.
I cannot believe they're serving high quality cheese at school.
Wow.
It's
Little
simple,
bread roll
but it just hits the spot.
Now for dessert, a piece of fruit.
Presentation on point.
I know a piece of fruit might seem like such a lame dessert, but for me, it's actually perfect. We wash it
Fine,
down with a little water.
A bunch of points for presentation, but just not quite exciting enough. France school lunch is getting B tier.
Continue.
Okay, that's fair. I don't know. I think it should get extra points for just how healthy it is. I'd love like this to be what my children ate in school every day. Unfortunately, it's not. So I send them in with a packed lunch.
Continuing on to Italy, a typical school lunch is chicken al forno, tomato pasta, salad, and a water.
Mamma mia!
another
This looks
one.
like real food.
Great.
Start here with that chicken al forno.
I'm gonna have a little bit of this tomato pasta.
It's like a perfect roast chicken.
Italian schools always use olive oil instead of butter. I'm going to open it up and drizzle it across our salad if you're okay with that, Max. It's so fancy for a school lunch to have fresh olive oil.
It really adds to it.
And then you see how we have those little tomato bits left at the bottom there? You then
You just know that tiny weeny bottle of olive oil is like a much better quality than what I've got in my kitchen as well.
just take your fresh bread, and then you're meant to use it as a mop to make sure you get every last bit of that sauce so
I
that
have
your
one
plate
olive
is
oil.
completely
What about
clean.
that?
Did you already have some water? Was it good?
I had a little bit, yeah.
Did it taste like Italian water?
It tasted exactly like water.
Oh, whoa, did you see how it sprayed out? We gotta see that in slow motion. Italian school lunch was just slightly above average, so we'll go with B tier and move on to Spain,
Okay.
where lunch is served in a 3-course meal that includes soup and rice, fish and salad, and a small dessert.
Is that an alphabet? It's not alphabet. What do you call them? Like Betty spaghetti type soup thing. We don't. I don't think we have alpha bite spaghetti. We've got spaghetti hoops over here. It's just a lot more boring, isn't it?
Course number 1, soup and rice.
I usually hate soup. That is one of the best soups I've ever had.
Let's go to course number 2.
I want,
What? You want more?
it's just so good.
For course number 2, we've got fish and a side salad. Fish in Spanish schools is served at least 2 to 3 times a week. They love fish.
Really? Cafeteria is definitely pungent.
It's a little bit of a sad piece of fish. I would have liked some better presentation here. It tastes a lot better than it looks. And then side salad. Who doesn't love a side salad?
Me. Very healthy. I feel like as a young kid, though, I would not be pumped about this. Max at 12 years old, this over pizza, we're going pizza all day.
Now course number 3, the dessert. We've got flan. Do you like flan?
I love a good flan.
I don't like flan.
Really?
Look at it. It's like Jell-O, but worse.
It's not worse. It's like an eggy Jell-O. Oh, I like flan.
Ugh. No.
That is absolutely fantastic.
Before we give our tier ranking, there's one more thing. In Spain, they care so much about what the students think of the food that they actually, at one school, used emojis to let the students rate the meals. So why don't you hold up the 1 or 2 that come to mind? I'll do the same.
I don't know about the first 2 dishes, but that dessert, I'm in love.
I'm gonna go with 2. I've got the confused emoji. I've also got the fire emoji.
You've
I
got
don't
to be a
understand
flan
why they
lover,
paired
though.
that rice with that soup, but the overall experience was fire.
Spain's school lunch is getting B tier.
And this
Okay.
brings us to the United Kingdom, where students get fish fingers, baked beans, chips, a bread roll, and grape juice. There's
Fair, but I don't think we'd be given the bread roll. Don't need it. It's like just an extra carb. I mean, maybe I'm only comparing this to like the 90s, early noughties. But there was no bread roll on our school dinners, our school lunches. The grape juice, I've never been offered grape juice. I've only ever been offered from a carton, like an apple juice or an orange juice. And then most of the time, it's something much more unhealthy, like I said, like a little Calypso Tip Top, we used to call them. Maybe that was the brand. Just a sugary juice in a carton. Water and milk were offered, but kids obviously prefer sugary juice.
a reason my tray looks better than Max's here, and that's because in the
did get
United
fish fingers.
Kingdom, better behaved students can earn golden table privileges, which come with shiny gold tableware and the perk of being served before everyone else.
That's not fair.
You should have behaved. Max, I'm gonna show you
Maybe some schools do that, but I don't think it's that common.
you a little lunch hack that some students do. You take a roll of bread and you cut that roll of bread open, and then you stack on some of these nice
finger
crispy
butty,
fish
yeah.
fingers, then French fries,
Chips, as they say.
and last but not least, I'll put some of those Heinz baked beans over the top. This is a UK lunch hack called a fish finger sandwich.
You can enjoy your fancy sandwich, your gold, this, that, the other thing. I'm gonna eat them like a normal person.
It also
I am going to be really annoying and say maybe this is what the kids do over the last few years. We never got that bread roll. A fish finger butty, not a sandwich, a butty or sarnie if you like. We love a fish finger butty, but you've got to treat it with ketchup. And yeah, I've never eaten one of those in school because they don't offer you bread and bread rolls. There's no need to. You've already got a lot of carbs going on in that meal anyway. But yeah, fish fingers. Yeah, it's on the menu, We like
tastes better with the gold tray and the gold plate and the gold placemat.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
Wash it down with a little grape juice.
Don't get grape juice.
I love how fancy my lunch is. Look how
I
much
love
more
grape
fun I'm
juice.
having than Max. You want a bite of my sandwich?
Sure.
Psych.
That's called bullying, all right?
I love this lunch. I'd give it a B tier.
Honestly, I think it's an F.
He's only saying that because he didn't have a gold plate.
I'll meet you at D.
Fine. The UK school lunch gets D tier.
That's fair. But I think it would be D for a few different reasons. Like I said, we did not get that bread roll, but we do love a fish finger butty. Yeah.
And we'll move now to
Not at
Sweden,
school,
which
though.
serves meatballs, boiled potatoes, crisp bread, lingonberry jam, and whole milk. Before we eat,
Okay.
Sweden is famous
Nice.
for having its teachers come in and sit with the students to teach proper posture, proper eating habits. So I invited my old history teacher to come in and just watch over us while we eat. How are you?
How are you?
No. In my primary school, we had a separate table that the teachers could sit at, and that's okay. And they can keep an eye on the entire canteen from their table. Serves a purpose. But if a teacher came to sit next to you, Lord help your life. during your next playtime, your next recess, because you are going to be the source of ridicule. Nobody wants the teacher coming and sitting next to them.
What's going on, Mr. Pether?
How's it going? Very nice to meet you,
nice to
Max.
meet
I'm a
you
little
as well.
nervous now. We got a teacher here.
Yeah. With that, Max, dive in.
You already know I'm going for the meatballs.
I'm gonna go for one of
Nice
these.
use of the fork, Nick.
Uh-oh, is that detention?
I'm gonna dip it in the jam. This
love
jam,
Swedish
lingonberry
meatballs.
jam, it's a
Yeah.
little bit less tart than cranberries, but they put it on everything. So you can put it on this crisp bread, you can put it on your meatballs, your potatoes. It's delicious
on
with
the
everything.
meatballs.
I might do them all together.
mashed
Be careful with the spillage there.
Okay, my bad, sorry. I'm making a mess.
Show Max how it's done, by the way.
Fork.
Okay.
Right into the jam.
All right.
Yep, no spillage.
No spillage.
See that? Max, go ahead and try again. A little bit more polite this time. I'm gonna get some jam.
Maintain that posture.
Straight up?
Straight up.
Got it. It's always good to sit up straight while you're eating, that's
Watch
true.
those elbows on the
You
table.
gotta try this, Max.
No talking with your mouth full.
Yep, I forgot.
The one time there's a teacher here watching, I can't get it together.
I'm a huge fan of the school lunch in Sweden so far. It's simple, and I love the jam.
It really ties it all together.
It's delicious. Mr. Petherick, you got a final grade for our behavior during this lunch here?
Yeah, a solid B+, you know, improvements could always be made.
I feel like I brought down our grade, but I'll take B+.
All right, and now that you've graded us, every school lunch is gonna get a ranking on a tier list. So you wanna help us give this one the ranking?
Sure, we're gonna give Sweden a B tier ranking. Max, come over here for a minute. You did a good job today, but you just gotta keep working on manners. If it happens again, you're spilling stuff on yourself, I'm gonna have to talk to your mom.
Moving on to Finland, we've got pea soup, rye bread, carrot and tomato salad, orange kiseli, and skim milk. In Finland, they eat in complete silence for the first 10 minutes to
Not for
encourage mindful eating. So we're gonna do exactly that. Okay, we can talk now. We did some damage, huh?
I wish the food tasted better.
Finland is famous for offering free school lunch to every single student. And every single Thursday is pea soup day across all sorts of places in Finland. Hospitals, schools, the military. That's why we have pea soup.
I know exactly what day I'd be skipping school.
I actually happen to disagree. I like the pea soup. I think it's seasoned super, super well. But I know you're thinking F tier, so I'll settle with you at D tier. And that brings us to Germany.
Oh no, they're with us there on D tier. Oh.
For some chicken schnitzel,
Ooh,
mashed potatoes,
Germany. I bet
peas,
that counts.
and water. Wow, I can't tell what looks worse, us or the food.
Oh boy.
What do you guys think? I think it's probably me and Max.
Is that
How about this?
Lederhosen?
Subscribe if you think we look worse, and like the video if you think the food looks worse. Before we eat, I think it's good to let you know that the students in Germany call this food Flugzeugessen, which means airplane food, because it's really bland, comes on a tray, and it always tastes the same.
I'm feeling optimistic.
The schnitzel does look pretty good. I don't know, Max.
I like
I'm gonna be
the
honest,
schnitzel.
it's a little dry.
It's dry with no seasoning.
Let me help you out with that, Nick.
Get
If
some
there's
sauce
anything that
on
can help German school lunch, it is Osmo.
I'm not just saying this because I like Osmo. 10 times better.
Let's try some peas. Here comes the airplane.
Tastes absolutely horrible.
Peas.
This is mean to feed kids this. I know we're not through every country yet, but this might be the most boring school lunch in the world.
It's gotta go F tier.
Couldn't agree more. We're moving.
Oh, Germany. Oh, you're below us. Oh, no. She has the salt and pepper.
Moving on to Russia to have chicken cutlet, beet salad, beet soup, and tea. In some Russian towns, grandmothers come to serve the food, so I brought in a Russian grandmother to serve this one for us.
What is that?
I should explain, Max, she doesn't speak any English, so she has absolutely no idea what you're saying.
Who's this?
О, какой замечательный чай. Чай.
Chai.
Ура!
I think
It's hot. Really hot.
Не надо пить. О, как вкусно. Very good, very good.
There you go.
Да.
She's adorable.
Ура, вкусно.
Max, do you want to start trying the chicken cutlet? I think she's gonna cut it for
All right.
us.
Good.
О, какой хороший мальчик.
I'm gonna try this soup, Max.
Ну, считается русская кухня.
Try it, yeah.
Не
Interesting.
знаю, что такое.
No. A fun fact about Russian school lunch is that it's actually called obiet, which means dinner because this is the main hot meal of the day. And then in Russian tradition, you always have tea.
Очень вкусно.
Очень вкусно. Very good, да.
I would say the food here was a bit basic, but the experience was incredible. So
Isn't it bizarre that it's the Russian school lunches where you have tea and not the UK? We love our tea.
we'll go with a nice even C tier. And now
Okay.
with Europe done, we'll move on to Africa, where we'll start in Morocco with a vegetable couscous, tomato cucumber salad, fresh figs, and mint tea.
Just got one thought.
They're
Where's the
already
meat,
winning.
Nick?
Not everything needs meat, Maximus.
crazy flavor profile.
Unreal.
A depth of flavor you wouldn't expect.
You see, not everything actually needs meat. I can tell this is gonna be filling.
We're gonna have to agree to disagree.
The other thing I noticed right away, these fresh cucumbers and tomatoes.
Summing up this meal with one word, it's just fresh.
Even that fresh chopped parsley on the vegetables elevates this school lunch to a whole new level.
What's going on here, Nick?
Morocco is incredibly famous for its tea. And I'm not sure if you've seen this in videos, but in Moroccan tea culture, the higher the pour, the better the foam. People in Morocco are so good at pouring the tea from high up that kids will actually learn this and practice this at home because it's a real skill.
Wow.
You know I'm competitive, Max, so we're gonna do a little challenge. Who can pour from higher without spilling? I feel like we're not gonna be able to agree who does better on this, so we're gonna let you decide. Comment down below who does a better job with this right now.
Okay.
Not bad. Create that foam, Max. No spillage. Oh!
Ah!
Nobody
So
saw
close.
that.
Oh.
Pretty good. Here's a look at my spillage. And now, Nick, you're up.
Here we go.
I think he's won.
Not even close. Here's a look at my results and my spillage. Comment below, we need to know who you think won.
As for the rating, Morocco's school
Good
lunch
job.
is getting a B tier.
Moving on to Nigeria, a typical school lunch is jollof rice, steamed vegetables, stewed chicken, and chivita juice. Jollof rice is one of the most popular dishes in all of West Africa, and I am very excited to try it.
It smells insane. You have to try that.
Is it amazing?
So good. It's so flavorful.
It's the perfect amount of spice. Watch when I break this chicken too, it is fall apart tender. Go ahead. Amazing.
Insanity.
It's a little bit like an Indian curried chicken. This chicken, by the way, is so popular in West Africa that kids call it party chicken because it's served at parties. People love it that much. And speaking of parties, a lot of schools actually have a dance party with music during lunchtime, so we're gonna do exactly that.
Oh, that's so nice.
Not gonna lie, Max, I think Nigeria deserves our very first S tier.
Oh my
deserved.
god.
Next up is Ethiopia, where a typical school lunch is injera with lentils, stew,
Injera.
cooked vegetables, and mango juice. Visually, what do we think?
Looks like a sponge.
Yes, this is a spongy fermented flatbread. It's traditional in Ethiopia for kids to eat off the same tray. So what we can do is just tear the injera. It smells really good.
It's almost like sourdough.
I almost don't want to eat it. I just want to play with it. What we do here is we use our right hand to dip it into the stew, soak
Yeah.
up some of the juice in there, and then you eat. Amazing. Those soft chickpeas, the seasoning in there. That's one of the best bites of food I've had in a while. I didn't tell Max
Wow.
this yet, but traditionally in Ethiopia, people will give each other what's called a gursha, which is a bite fed by hand, and it's a sign of love or friendship. So Max, please open up.
Wait, do you love me or are you my friend?
He licked my fingers a little bit, that's okay. I'm gonna start going around asking all my friends for a gursha. The lentils too look expertly cooked.
If those lentils taste good, this might be S tier.
They're all right.
They're all right. I still think it might be S tier.
they're-
I think the same exact thing.
I'm just gonna say it. Ethiopia school lunch, that is an easy S tier.
Oh,
Moving on to South
thank you,
Africa, we
Estia.
have pup and beans, a polony sandwich, and cereals juice. Right away, the pup here almost looks like a circular chicken breast.
I think it's like a half onion to me or something.
This right here is a thick corn porridge, and we're gonna eat it in the traditional style with our hands. We grab some of the pup, and you kind of mush it together, okay, like this. Hold that with your 4 fingers, and then you wanna go onto the beans, and you use your thumb to kind of smush the beans into it. And we've got a beautiful bite right there of pup and beans. Then in you go.
What is
The flavor
it?
combination is so
Corn,
unique.
did you
It's
say?
a little bit earthy. It's almost like a little bit grainy, but then there's a bit of a sweet corn flavor. The great thing is you can wash it down with some cereals juice. It's a really popular South African brand.
Almost like a pineapple flavor.
Polony sandwich. We would call it bologna. They call it polony.
Okay.
I always like bologna.
There's something about it. It's not premium per se, but it's so good.
These might not be my favorite flavors of anything we've had, but in ranking this one, I'm gonna give a lot of extra points for the experience of eating it. We'll put South African school lunch right in the middle at C tier. Next
I love
up is
things you can eat with
Egypt,
your
where we'll
hands.
have full medemes, baladi bread, carrots, and sugarcane juice. Commonly in Egypt, students actually go out and buy their lunch from street vendors because there's all sorts of amazing street food in Egypt. And what they most often buy is this thing right here called full medemes.
It's slow-cooked fava beans that are seasoned with lemon juice, olive oil, and different seasonings.
And this here is baladi bread, or Egypt's version of pita. We'll open this up and then take some of those stewed fava beans to make a pita pocket.
There's no beef in here, no meat, it's just beans.
Just beans.
It's a little bitter.
I'm falling somewhere right in the middle here. Before we make any judgments, let's try the sugarcane juice.
That's good.
Kids will normally go to street stands for this as well and get that amazing fresh pressed sugarcane juice. I personally love sugarcane juice. This is not quite there since it's canned, but it's still very good. One other thing, in Egyptian street food culture, the vendors will often hand the kids a free pickle or olive. So I've got one in each hand, make a choice. Boom,
Olive,
that means I got the
olive.
olive.
I'd want the olive.
Makes it a little more fun. On the one hand, I love that kids are going out and getting their food from street vendors. That's such a cool thing to do.
It's like a little mini field trip throughout the day.
But on the other hand, I just wish it was a little bit more exciting.
Not my favorite Egypt school lunch. We're going with D tier.
And that means we finished
You're
with
with us,
Africa.
Egypt.
So now let's head to Asia with our first stop being Japan, where students get chicken katsu curry, rice, miso soup, and fresh milk. For
So not a bento box, but I recognize katsu.
this section, Max is dressed up as one of the students from the lunch team. Because there are no janitors in Japanese schools, the students take turns serving food, cleaning up, and wiping down trays, meaning that the entire school lunch is run by students like Max. They also don't eat in a cafeteria. Instead, students are served at their desks in the classroom, so we're gonna do the same.
Oh, so does that kind of cut the eating time down a little bit? You think? I think that's adorable. I think that, you know, it's good lessons to be teaching the kids, isn't it?
Thank you. Oh, and before I eat, most kids bring their own chopsticks in cute cases like this. It's a total flex to have cool ones like mine. Max, what'd you bring?
Only my favorite chopsticks.
Hello Kitty?
Mine totally got mixed up with someone else's.
This chicken katsu curry is one of the best things we've seen all day, and I'm not surprised. Listen to this.
Good.
And now the best part, I get to wash
Love
it down
katsu chicken.
with some fresh Japanese milk. This might be the creamiest milk I've ever had. I'm putting Japanese school lunch right up in A tier. Next is South Korea, where we'll have pork bulgogi with doenjang jjigae soup, rice, seaweed sheets, kimchi, bean sprouts, and strawberry milk.
This is what I'm talking about. So many
that
side
sounds
dishes, but the
great.
South Koreans also nail the meat.
When I think of South Korean food, I think of these massive spreads of food where you can pick from all these different dishes, and this school lunch looks like exactly that. So I'm gonna take a seaweed sheet here.
A little pork on there. You need some kimchi. A little rice on there.
Thank you. A few bean sprouts. I'm gonna go for this one in one bite. Boom. I get sweet, I get salty, I get sour, I get crispy, I get everything. I'm gonna open up the strawberry milk here.
What's not to love on that?
The soup is always served piping hot. Sometimes the kids will stir in a little bit of rice to try to cool it down. We'd also be expected to finish all this food because South Korean schools are very serious about food waste. They have the most high-tech school lunch system in the world and use AI scanners to track the food waste every single day.
My plate would be cleared every time. South Korea school lunch is getting S tier.
That's a hard one to beat. We're moving on to India, where we have vegetable sabzi, aloo paratha, roti, achar, and mango juice. India serves 100 million children school lunch every single day. And traditionally, it's served in what's called a tiffin.
That is the coolest looking lunchbox I've ever seen.
The problem is I have no idea how to open it. Here, let's just
I'll take the
mess
base.
around. Oh,
Wow, hey.
1,
2.
3, 4. Kids will bring their own pickled vegetables that their parents made, and everyone likes to trade with each other to see what other people's pickles taste like.
I smell your pickle.
Oh, mine smell way better than yours. I'm not trading with you. In India, lunch is also most commonly eaten on a rug on the classroom floor. So here we are. Let's dig in. Just gonna grab some of this and get some potato in there.
Strong lack of flexibility right now. I can't even get to the food.
Definitely delicious.
I got a cramp in my oblique. 1 second.
Whew, this is spicy.
I don't know if I could last more than like half a day in India. This is really tough.
You may need that. Here is a piece of my pickle. How is it?
My mom's are better, but it's pretty good.
There's no way your mom's are better.
This recipe has been passed down for generations.
Wow, those are very tasty. Oh, yours are super spicy.
My hands are even burnt. I'm sweating. I'm gonna call my mom after this.
I need to go drink some milk, so while I can still talk, I'm gonna give Indian school lunch A tier. Next is
Nice.
Thailand, where we've got such
I love how interactive it is. Oh, they bring their own from school and they trade. That's so cute.
sauteed chicken, rice, soup, a fried egg, watermelon, and a yogurt drink.
Oh
Once
my
again, we've got
gosh,
fun
that-
shapes for the kids.
that
This
sounds
cute little
amazing.
guy is a little rice elephant.
I thought it was a dog.
In Thailand, you hold your spoon in your right hand and use your fork in your left hand to push the food into your spoon, and then
I love to.
you gotta try that.
Really?
The flavors off the charts. What a perfectly cooked egg.
Just takes it over the top.
I'm gonna try the soup here. I love the flavor of that.
Almost like a miso soup.
It makes sense that this tastes so fresh because the meals in Thailand and school are meant to taste like a home-cooked meal.
Gotta try the dumpling. So good.
And watermelon is a pretty classic side here. You leave the rind on for an easy handle, and
Oh, I love watermelon, so I'd be more than happy with this.
Delicious. We've got
S
2
tier.
flavors of the classic yogurt drink they love in Thailand. Which one would you like? Blueberry or mixed fruit?
I'll try blueberry.
Oh, if I didn't know any better, I might think that this has gone bad.
I was just thinking the same thing. It's definitely a little sharp. Taking into account the visuals and the incredible taste, Thai school lunch is getting A tier.
And next is
because of the
Vietnam,
drink.
where a typical school lunch is beef stir fry, sweet and sour fish soup, rice, dragon fruit, and soy milk. What's the first thing you notice when you look at this school lunch?
Fish bones.
In Vietnam, they teach the kids from a young age to look out for fish bones and fish skins. So you'll notice there are fish bones here, there's a fish head right here, and there's even a whole shrimp with the head on. I kind of wish I got this learning lesson when I was little. Ooh, I love the flavor in this soup. You can tell they used real fish bones to make this.
Just has this incredible depth.
I'm gonna go for some of that beef stir fry.
You really can't go wrong with a beef stir fry.
One cool thing here is that most schools in Vietnam don't allow home-packed school lunches, so you have to eat at school, which I can't tell if I like or don't like, because on the one hand, everyone has the same food, so you're all sharing the same experience, but on the other hand, it's kind of fun to trade. Speaking of trades though, the #1 thing kids look out for at school lunch in Vietnam, the dragon fruit. If you can get your hands on red dragon fruit, it is considered a prized trade. So if I, Max, got red dragon fruit at lunch, you would really want to trade with me.
Ngong Qua.
Now the drink. I haven't had much soy milk in my life, but that's probably the best, most flavorful soy milk I've ever had.
I'm not usually a fan, but it tastes really fresh.
I love Vietnamese food, but we agree this wasn't quite exciting enough. We're gonna put Vietnamese school lunch in C tier.
No, I feel like that's so unfair. I don't think I've had proper dragon fruit. Anything that we get over here is I don't think it's what it's meant to taste like. It's always underripe and doesn't really taste as much. So not a good representation of dragon fruit, I think anyway. I haven't tried enough Vietnamese food. I'd love to try more. That looks delicious. I thought they'd rate that higher.
Still a solid score.
Moving on to Indonesia, we have nasi goreng with egg, sliced cucumber, shrimp crackers, sambal, and a box of tea. I'm loving the shape of this tray.
And the colors.
Everything just pops.
I mean, we have a pink shrimp chip.
I just gotta do it. Let's break the egg yolk.
Oh yeah.
Nasi goreng is one of my favorite dishes in the world, so I'm just gonna go right in.
Do you eat it like a nacho?
I don't see why not. That's a great idea.
Right?
I'm gonna load you up.
A little bit of the sauce.
Wait, did you hear that?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Listen, when you dip one of these shrimp crackers,
Yeah, it starts kind of...
It's like Pop Rocks. That
Like,
sambal
best
might
way
be
of
my
describing
favorite
that.
part.
if you haven't heard of sambal, it's a spicy chili paste. Absolutely delicious. Goes so well on everything. This one's maybe a level 1 spice, and I've also got a
Yeah,
level
yeah,
2,
that
a
way.
level 3, and a level 4. And we're gonna spin this wheel here to see which one each of us has to taste, because kids growing up in Indonesian schools like to dare each other to try a spicier and spicier sambal. Ready?
I failed miserably.
Oh, you got the least spicy one.
Nick, you're up.
You've got to be kidding.
Let's go!
Gotta eat the whole thing, Max.
Your turn. Give yourself a nice big scoop.
Fine.
A little bigger, yeah. You gotta swallow that.
It's gonna be so spicy.
I need juice.
Oh my, that is. I was gonna go C, but because that was so enjoyable watching Nick suffer, Indonesia school lunch is getting B tier.
Next up is Bangladesh, where we've got khichuri, a comforting lentil rice, as well as spiced mashed potatoes, a curried egg, raw green chilies, and some lemonade. We'll eat this
Raw green chilies. Fair play.
traditionally using 3 fingers, where we'll pick up nice little bits of this, and then in you go. I know you well enough to know you're gonna love that.
Really?
Oh yeah.
That is packed with flavor.
The spiced mashed potatoes here are called aloo borta, and what you do is you also take your fingers and you roll it into like this nice little ball that you can then just simply... Oh, I almost choked on it. Just when I thought mashed potatoes couldn't get better.
Comparing this to the German mashed potatoes, night and day.
Try the egg. That's not what I expected, but it's delicious.
Whatever that is definitely elevates the egg.
Before we give Bangladesh a rating, I think one of us needs to eat a green chili.
How do you play rocks, paper, scissors, shoot in Bangladesh?
I'll
read my
pass.
mind.
Thank you.
Hathor, kagosh, kachi, cholo. Oh, it's a tie. Hathor, kagosh, kachi, oh.
This is how it's done.
Wow. Is it bad?
It is horrible.
That food was delicious. We're going to go S tier for Bangladesh. Continuing on with China, we're having chicken thighs, boiled veggies, egg drop soup, rice, and soy milk. Lunch breaks in China are 2 hours, making it the longest school lunch anywhere in the world.
No way, 2 hours?
We might be here for a while. What do we
How long is the average school day in China, do you think? If the lunch is 2 hours, I bet they're there all day.
think?
看起来特别好吃.
You're going for a chicken thigh? I'm gonna go for a little egg drop soup. Wow, the egg drop soup is packed with flavor.
It's like the best chicken thigh I've ever had in my life.
It's very good.
How does it taste like that?
If I was at school lunch in China and I was allowed to get seconds, you bet I'd be running up and getting as much of this chicken as I possibly could. At first, by looking at this, I didn't think it was gonna be quite as good, Max, and this is so far very, very good.
There's only one thing left we have to try.
I'm not a big soy milk fan, I'll preface it with that.
Milk should come from cows.
They've already had soy milk.
That's the worst drink we've had all day.
Oh.
I wish there was just water.
I would take anything at this point over that. China school lunch, we're going with B tier.
Moving on to the Philippines, we have a pork adobo baan set with sauteed cabbage, white rice, and zesto. Lunch in the Philippines is traditionally brought to school in these lunch boxes called baan.
It's like a little bento box or something.
Yeah, I like it a lot. This is like super premium looking.
That is my type of food, I can tell you already.
You use a spoon in the right hand, fork in the left to push in the food. We got a little bit of rice here. Oh, look at that pork belly. It's like fall apart tender pork belly. I can already tell it's gonna be good.
Crunchy and tender, insane.
Wanna try the drinks?
Sure. It's almost like a Filipino Capri Sun. Does it have the same design flaw, though, that the regular Capri Sun has? It does. My straw went right through the back. Got most of it on the tray, but it is delicious.
Gotta be careful with those Capri Suns. That can happen. That sounds absolutely delicious, doesn't it, guys? So there's not very many in this list so far that aren't good at all.
I would say my biggest takeaway of this lunch is that it's the most home cooked of anything we've had. And I don't mind that.
To me, it lacks the X factor, but to your point, it does feel very homey and nutritious.
I think it's fair to put Filipino school lunch in C tier. And moving now to Malaysia, we've got nasi lemak bungkus, which is a coconut milk rice served with chicken, spicy chili paste, fried anchovies, roasted peanuts, and a soft-boiled egg, all served with a Milo drink.
This is one of the coolest little packets of food I've ever seen.
Love the presentation.
It's like a little present.
Should we unwrap it?
Let's do it. Being very gentle here. I have no idea what's inside.
This whole thing is eaten with our hands. No utensils, no paper plate, no
lovely.
nothing.
I'm a little thrown off by the little baby fish on there.
It's easy, Max. Just get in there, grab some rice, put a little
anchovy.
bit of chicken.
A little bit of sauce on there.
Phenomenal.
That tastes way better than it looks.
My mouth is just watering from all the different flavors that we're getting to eat right now with this. What I'm actually wondering is whether a chocolate malt beverage is gonna go well with this.
I think it goes well with anything.
Interesting. It tastes more like a chocolate bar in liquid form than it does chocolate milk.
It's like a dark chocolate, too. This one's gotta rank high. Malaysia's school lunch is getting a solid B tier.
Oh, I think it deserved higher than a B.
Next up, we have Lebanon, where we'll have za'atar flatbread, cucumber sticks, labna, fruit, and a pyramid juice box.
I mean, the food looks
Pyramid
okay,
juice box.
but I'm dying to see what's going on with these little juice boxes.
Yeah, I've never seen a pyramid triangle-shaped drink before. You just gotta bite it off.
Cute. Okay. Oh, we have ice lollies. Oh my god. What are they called? What are they called? I think they're just called sun lollies. I haven't had one for years and years and years and years. And they come in those pyramid little, exactly the same boxes, but you freeze them. Part of the fun is, drinking and slurping what's melted after you've finished. But yeah, they're similar.
Wow.
That is some of the freshest tasting pineapple juice I've ever had.
I feel like the shape makes it taste better.
I want to take a look at this za'atar flatbread. Look
fun.
at that. It's crispy. You can tell there's going to be a nice crunch.
So much texture, so much flavor.
Listen,
Nothing like I was expecting. To do it traditionally, you tear off a little bit of the bread, get some of that labna, throw a little cucumber on top, get yourself a little roll up.
For me, the combination of the seasoning as well as that pyramid drink is taking the school lunch to the next level. I also love that dessert is just a simple, small banana. I'm amazed by the freshness, seasoning, and simplicity of this school lunch. I think we put Lebanon in C tier. And with Asia finished, we'll jump now to Oceania, where we'll try the classic Australian school lunch of sausage rolls, shapes chips, kiwi slices, and a breakfast drink.
Sausage rolls. There you go, Australia. We have that in common, don't we? We love a sausage roll.
Since Australian students eat outside, we're gonna do the same, but not
Nice.
before putting on are magpie defense helmets.
What is this?
When eating outside, these birds called magpies will actually dive bomb and attack your head. So this is a real thing that some people will do to make sure their head doesn't get attacked while they're eating lunch.
You guys, for our American viewers, you have magpies in the US, don't you? If not, they're nasty birds. They are. I mean, they look lovely from a distance. We have a little rhyme about them. One magpie is 1 for sorrow, 2 for joy, 3 for guilt. Yeah, it goes on and on and on. And yeah, they're attracted to shiny things. That we describe someone as like liking jewelry as being like a magpie. No. Oh, okay. I thought they were just found like everywhere. They are annoying birds. They're nasty. They're quite aggressive towards other smaller birds as well. But okay, so Australia, you get kind of bombarded by magpies. It's seagulls here. Big fat seagulls.
Ridiculous. How do I look?
Let's go. First priority, look out for the magpies. Second priority, eat lunch. Sausage roll?
Sure. Very buttery and flaky.
Super unhealthy, I think. Although you bet I'm washing that down
But we love
with
them.
some fresh cold kiwi. And then these shapes chips. Supposedly it's a very popular snack. I shipped a bunch of different flavors straight from Australia.
I mean, there are shapes. Is that?
Whoa. It tastes like if you were to put the ramen seasoning packet on a cracker.
Very umami.
Really?
These are the best part of the whole tray. This drink here, very famous breakfast shake in Australia. Supposed to be sort of a thick, chocolatey drink.
Kinda hate it.
I don't
Oh.
Not good.
This has been a very unpleasant lunch.
Oh, no!
People are walking by while we're filming this.
It's a tough one to explain.
How are you? Sorry about this. I think it's safe to say Australian lunch is going D tier. And that means
Oh, Australia, you're with us in D. We've been foiled by our love of sausage rolls.
our final school lunch is Antarctica, where we'll have hoosh, a
Okay.
hot stew made from ice, dried meat, and biscuits.
I'm very
don't know
confused.
about that.
What am I looking at?
Before we eat the actual dish, which looks kind of disgusting, I wanted to first show you all the ingredients in this lunch. These are called sledging biscuits. It's a very hearty biscuit that people use in Antarctica to survive.
Sledging biscuits. I thought you said sludge.
This is pemmican, a mix of dried meat and fat, and this is ice. And if you put it all together, poof, you get something called hoosh.
That doesn't look like food.
Well, here's the thing. There are technically no official schools in Antarctica. If there were, this might be what their school lunch would look like.
I think I'd drop out if this is what they were serving me.
I think we can all understand now why I saved this one for last.
The only thing
I
is
just
that
can't
it's
see myself
cold
putting that in my
as well.
mouth right now. I don't think my arms are in the right position.
3, 2, 1.
Nick, I'm gonna sue. Ooh,
I'll have it for real.
it's like pre-smoked beef jerky.
I don't think I can eat it.
Oh, where's the trash can?
Wash it down with some hot chocolate at least. Better?
That makes up for everything.
What are we giving as our final ranking, Max?
What is below an F?
I don't know if I'm allowed to do this, but I am going to add a brand new category to the tier list and put Antarctica school lunch in Z tier.
It's as bad as it gets.
One last rock, paper, scissors. Whoever loses has to eat the hoosh. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. No!
Oh no! Max had
In this-
to eat the hoosh. Oh, they didn't say. I would have liked to have known. What was their favourite? Personally, Nick and Max, which one was your favourite? Ooh. There's a few of the more kind of Asian dishes I think that sounded absolutely amazing. Although, what was in the S tier again? Was it Argentina? Was it Argentina that was in the S rank? And Jamaica's. That sounded absolutely amazing. There's so many there that sound good. Like even in a restaurant, adult food. Is there such thing as adult food and kid food? Yeah, just even if I was to see that on a menu in a restaurant, I'd pick it and I want to try it. It sounds amazing. Very well-fed children across the globe here. Obviously, though, some of those children are not in the UK. Oh no, we're so low down. I'm not too surprised, although I do insist we don't have a bread roll. Maybe some like private schools they give them bread rolls and soup, but I've never seen a bread roll on my school dinner. Fish fingers, yes. Beans, yes. Chips, every day. But no bread rolls. If there was bread, yeah, we'd definitely turn that into a fish finger butty. Banging. But I don't think it's too standard. And grape juice, no, I've never had grape juice outside of being sent from America. So it's apple or orange, or like I say, just one of those sugary juices. I bet they're not allowed them anymore, unless they're sugar-free maybe. Anyway, very, very interesting. Which one was your favorite, guys? Which one do you wish, even now, out of school, which one would you love to try and have for lunch now? I think Malaysia's actually sounded really nice. There's so many that I'd have over my lunch any day of the week. Guys, I hope you enjoyed watching along with me. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.